Games are the core of Roblox. You know what I mean? It's what keeps the platform running and is overall what Roblox is known for. I have played games on Roblox. You have most likely played games on Roblox, and we all know Roblox from that. Now, I'm not 100% sure about you guys, but whenever I play Roblox, I always feel like there's something missing when, looking for a game to play on Roblox. And in today's video, we're going to find out what that is. But before we get into the video, guys, be sure to subscribe down below to the channel. We're trying to get to 4% of the people watching this channel subscribed, because a lot of people that watch this channel for some reason don't subscribe. So subscribe today, click that red subscribe button down below to become a Robloxian. And yeah, guys, why wouldn't you want to subscribe? But without further ado, let's get into the video. So this video was actually inspired by a Reddit post, believe it or not, I found while browsing r/Roblox, and it really did got me thinking on Roblox. It got me thinking on Roblox as a gaming platform, you know what I mean? So let's give this Reddit post a read, shall we? What Roblox is missing. I'm just gonna say that this is just my opinion. It feels as though over the years Roblox games have been pretty lackluster and unable to satisfy my boredom. Those that do either get repetitive or deleted. I find myself bored and with nothing to do, so I look through Roblox games that can pique my interest. So normally, you may see me playing random games. I don't know if this is the result of me getting older, but nowadays there are only 2 or 3 games that I play regularly, and even those can get boring over time. I had this really good idea for a game where different choices can dictate the way your story plays out, etc, etc, etc. Sorry for the long rant, I just had to get this off of my chest. So in this post, okay, we're not really focusing on that last paragraph because that's just an idea the Redditor had for a game on Roblox that might be cool to do. But basically in this post, you have a Reddit user rightfully stating that Roblox is becoming a very repetitive, very limited platform when it comes to gaming, and I have to say that I 100% agree with this person, but there is actually a very simple explanation to this, and I'm gonna try and explain it. So say you are a game developer on Roblox, right, and you decide to make a game, there are 2 real choices or options you can take. Either you can take the safe choice, or you can take the risky choice. Now, it really does sound more dramatic than it is, but it really is simple. You either make a game that is more likely to make you Robux. This is the safe choice, as I mentioned earlier. The safe choice is safer, or this choice is safer rather, because you basically put your game into the same category as a popular genre, For example, your game could be a prison game, like Prison Life, Jailbreak, etc, 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 or it can be a story game like the many story games that are out there. Obviously, there are different little categories of games that have blown up over time, you know what I mean? And these are just some examples of it. Of course, this can also get called, your game could get called a copy of this, to be honest, even if it's not, because there is a difference between copying and, making a game in a similar genre to be a competitor to those of Prison Life, Jailbreak, etc. Or you can take the risky choice, the choice where instead of trying to break into the Roblox scene by making a game in an already existing genre or category, you try and make your game a trend on Roblox, or a very unique game that manages to blow. Like, you could try to make the first ever. Now, this is just a dumb example, okay? You could try and make the first ever fully in-depth Roblox Life Simulator, you know what I mean? And, that's just a stupid example at the top of my head. And either this could fail terribly, or it could do really well and it could become a unique game that a lot of people play, or it could completely blow up and become its own, kind of genre or category on Roblox. Kind of like the story games did a while ago. I can't remember which one was the first one, but was it camping? It might have been, but I might be wrong. A story game was released, and boom, suddenly, there's lots of story games. You know what I mean? It was a unique concept. It gained a lot of attention, and other game developers were like, okay, let me make a game like this, and now you've got lots of story games to play on Roblox. Now, if you're spending so much money on your game, you know what I mean, especially if you are serious about game developing on Roblox, you are much more likely to take the first option, which is the safe route, you know what I mean? However, for us as players, this makes Roblox extremely boring, because do people play your game? Yes. But do people get bored of it? Yes. You know, and it's not just that, but people play it because there really is nothing else to play on Roblox that they can find. So Roblox is basically in a continuous loop of making games in the same genre, because no one wants to take that risk, because it has a very good chance of unfortunately failing, even if the game is made very well or promoted very well, etc., etc. And until someone manages to take that riskier option, and by chance of luck, because it really does come down to that, unfortunately, their game becomes a Roblox trend in the community, we won't get a whole, like, genre of games on Roblox again, like the story games. But then once again, people don't do this often enough, because once the risk option works, people begin making games in that same genre, you know? If your game is popular enough, then people start making their own versions of your game, which is all good, but then a few months, maybe even a year, depending on how big the trend is, people start to get bored of it again, you know what I mean? And once again, Roblox is stuck in the loop of getting kind of the same feel of games over and over and over again. And not only this, but Roblox keeps promoting the same games all the time. Games that everyone's played, or games that just no one likes, you know. Which is really sad, because there are actually a ton of really fun and really unique games out there that we just don't know about, you know what I mean? Which is really sad, but also really cool to know, because people are still trying. You know, people haven't completely given up hope, but there will come a time when people do, and you know, I really do dread that day, because that's when Roblox will completely be in a continuous loop for a long time. You know, right now it's bad, but that day when people start giving up on unique Roblox games, you know, game developers start giving up on their unique Roblox games, that is when the loop becomes almost permanent, until someone manages to break through. But yeah, guys, I wanted to make this video because I feel like this Reddit post I can actually relate to a lot, you know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this, guys. Are you feeling the same about Roblox? Is it getting a bit repetitive? Are they just, you know, is there, we need something fresh on Roblox? Do you agree with that statement? Do we need something fresh on Roblox in the game, in the gaming sense? And be sure to subscribe so we can have more unique Roblox games, because yes,